Ooh. Look at all the wood. Burnt this much wood already. That's in about a week. So what I'm going to do after we come back is drag one toboggan load in here. And burn that before I burn all the inside stuff up. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go over the hill. I thought, what a bright idea I had there. Woohoo. It's going to be cold to get going here. But let's be brave and just go and do it anyway. Of course, my wife didn't want me to take the Jeep over the hill. Well, we don't need wipers today.
He wanted to destroy it.
And we don't need the radio. We just need lots of heat. You folks are going to have a little bit of, what do you call it? What's going on there? Ooh, that don't sound good. Seatbelt. And you folks are going to have to put up with the little bit of fan noise off the heater till we get this thing warmed up. Let's see, we'll set this for 23. Okay. Stuck. I'll never hear the end of it. It should be okay. We'll go down this way and we'll come up the other way. Now, this isn't really what we call much in the way of storm. A storm. It is merely a dusting. Oh, we'll get back up here, no problem. It's when it's a foot deep that's a problem. We'll just take our time, and I don't know what you'll be able to see. We're going straight into the sun, so on the way back it should be better. There we go. Usually we don't get a dusting like this for snow. We get a dump of a foot, 2 foot, 3 feet, 3 feet, meter. Roads closed. Sometimes the power goes out. And it's hard to sleep with the generator at that end of the house. It's down by our bedroom. But it doesn't matter. We don't care. Power can go out for 5 days and we'll still be all right. There, that's nicer. Now we're out of the... I was thinking about bringing a chainsaw just in case, but we might be all right. Oh, look at that. See those branches? I don't think those were there in earlier videos. The problem is the snow, if it gets too sticky, it ends up on top of the, like hanging on to the branches and that, and it just pulls these trees right down. It's a good thing I got a heated steering wheel. That's a friggin'... That and the tailgate. You push the button and the tailgate's open. coming around the mountain here. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut that tree down. That's going to be down by spring. I know it is. There's no rush. Now, has Bucky Beaver been around here? Nope, but there sure is a lot of water. I'll show you closer when I come back. Wow, it's bright. A lot of times when you're hunting, if you're hunting inside of a vehicle, you can, on this kinds of snow, it's a lot quieter. Like I said in other videos, and we used to go hunting out west, and we just slowly drive along and spot something, get out. But we've had some pretty nice weather here, I must admit. Why is it ever bright out? I thought I'd just take a couple of minutes, we'll go scan it. I gotta help my wife, so it'll be dark by the time I'm done. I'm being a porter today. Meaning, I gotta take stuff from upstairs, downstairs, like a Sherpa. And the water's starting to fill up slowly but surely. The video I made before this one, taking the dog for a walk, I had a thing to hold the camera on my head, and that was it. The case that the camera goes in to help protect it bounces a lot because of the weight. Just saying. This is where I was cutting yesterday, somewhere around here. Or Sunday. Wonder what day it is. I don't get a watch. Today's Tuesday. Not that it matters. All right. Now, I don't think we'll ever be able to see the house from here. It's pretty well straight ahead from here. Looks like the trees have finally made it up high enough to block it. I know that I had my son down here. He built a fire way down here, and it took a long time to spot him from the house with a spotting scope. Then you could see him just off to the left here somewhere. I think he was. Don't remember what he was doing down here. A broken tree there. Something wiping on the side of the truck. This is where I cut the last one's down, I believe. As soon as it gets nice out, I'm going to clean up the lawnmower as best as I can, because it won't be using it much anymore. I was surveying the trees to cut down. I think I'm just going to cut down. Well, I could cut down a couple more, and I'll just leave them for the winter, and we'll cut them up in the spring, in the summer, before the bugs get real bad. And I could lug them back to the house. Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. Hopefully the price of wood will stay down, and I can get 4 more cords, and that'll fill our little woodshed right to the rafters. Now you see those 2 little wet spots on the road? I will drive around them and avoid them, because I don't want to start making it deeper and deeper. Because this road is really, really good compared to most roads that you'll see on people's property. We placed a bunch of culverts in here just to get rid of the water from one side to the other. $4 o'clock, so I think it gets dark around 5-ish now, since we lost that hour. And that's like being really nice if they stopped doing that. I can't see no benefit. We got a lot of wood in there cut down. But time. Something that you don't realize until you get older, how quickly it goes. I remember when I was a kid, one of the first things I taught my daughters is that I always say, how long does it take to get there, Dad? So once they started going to school and they knew about numbers, like 100, I'd say, you see that? It says we can go 100 kilometers in an hour and you see how fast I'm going, and they'd agree, and then I'd say, okay, so if I'm going 100, I can go 100 in an hour, and if the sign there says 250, how much is that? And I was quite surprised that they figured it out that it was 2.5 hours. Now, a lot of times I remember when I was a little kid, time wasn't going fast enough. Like when you become a teenager, time, I wish it was next weekend, or I could hardly wait for the month to be over with so this could happen or that could happen. Well, when you get older, it happens way too fast. It's like Friday every day, and you've already lost a week. So let's just see what's going on down here right now. There. I'll just park up here so we can get out. Hang on. Okay, let's go take a little peekaboo here. Oh, that's the one I don't want to get out. Okay, let's go. Oh. Here we are. Now the beaver had this all flooded. That stick that's laying there, that was right up to that of the tree. And the bugger came along here and he chewed this guy down across the road. And I've got to get it out of here. But I don't know how well you can see that from here. It's plugged up a little bit. But we have to tear that part apart. This is a little swimming hole for my grandkids that are down here. A little nippy to throw them in there now, but okay. And over on this side, I would suspect that the dam would be built where the water's coming out. Then they would use this all as their dam, pre-dam it. But we just got to keep watching here to make sure that the buggers are gone. We'll know in the spring, or if I can get my son to come down here on his snowshoes in the winter. See, look at that. There's a cut log that came off of there. I'd just like to come down here and burn all this someday. Oh well. Somebody's got to tell me why people blot out their license plates on YouTube. Alrighty. Geez, I can't. I'm thinking about something else here. I can't remember the last time me and my wife were in the Jeep together. Always somebody staying home, and we don't like to take the dogs, and we never, ever leave the house empty. Always somebody in the house. That's probably why we don't go together. Even to go to Bert's Corner, which is only like, I don't know, 15 minutes away, something like that. We just don't do it. You don't know what mischiefs the dogs will get into. And every once in a while, maybe once or twice a year, somebody will come to the door and they broke down in the woods, they want help. So we don't let them in our house, unless, of course, we don't know most of these folks. They're usually young, hungover, or in some state of intoxication. And we'll take them into the city, or not the city, we'll take them into the town to the bird store, and we'll just drop them off there, and they can get their help and figure out where they are. We'll tell them where they are, like out on this road. But that's it. I don't know, depending upon where you live, imagine we know our neighbors here, but when I lived in the Middle East, we didn't really know our neighbors. And it was rare to see them in the hallway to even say or start a conversation. Oh, yeah, that's looking nice over there. See, this is the time I had my son with down here. We could make hiking trails through the woods. So you could take the dogs with us. Mind you, those buggers got to be on the leash. They won't stay around. They're gone. They must be in the house. It's their nap time. We got one Great Pyrenees that spends more time inside than out. He's a couch potato. I see a ribbon in there. I wonder if that's some more wire. Maybe. Well, maybe we'll take a quick spin up here. Doesn't look like we'll be getting stuck today. A shout out to Mark. Hey buddy, I hope you're doing alright now in the UK. I think he's a Middlesbrough fan. Not that I know much about their football. There it is, dog. And I think that there's probably bears still around, though I haven't seen any sign. It's still, like there's still food, like there's a lot of hunters' carcasses, like deer, after they gut them. Gut piles is what we call it, actually. To eat. And what else? Pumpkins off the people's doorsteps. Not too sure about that one, though. Sure would be doing this if I knew that it was icy down here. And here we are. I don't know, Rob, how many acres wide it is. It's pretty wide. I'd have to get the dimensions. Then I could give you an answer. I have measured it before. Yep. There's a lot of firewood right there. Yes, I won't go back no more. You know, you can clean all these little places up, put benches here and all that kind of stuff. The problem is, you're never around to want to sit there, or it's never ideal, I guess it would be. There's either too many bugs, it might rain, it's too cold, it's snowing, it's cold, blah 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 blah. I wouldn't mind making, like they have out in Alberta, at their provincial campgrounds. They have these wood shelters with a roof over them. It's kind of like a log home with open all the way around. Yeah, who knows? Come down here with the chainsaw someday. This tree here on the left used to have a bazillion apples on it. Let's see the dog up there. And the other one's on the deck. And at night, Storm sits there on the right-hand side of the house and barks and barks and barks and barks till he's hoarse. And then we get him in. And he usually settles down for the night. Oh well. It's beautiful down here. Let me get back over. Whoa. Okay. They're watching. I would like to get one more. And I've got to live 12 more years, so that would make me almost, make me around 80 years old. They'll last about 12 years, those dogs. Maybe 14. That's where they park themselves all night long. Here they come, see? Now, uh-oh. There. Who's there? Who's there? Hey! we're down pretty far down below the house here. And where I'm driving up is quite steep. And these dogs can rip up this hill like no problem at all. They're doing some pretty good excavation job up there too. There's another big old tree. I don't know why he went on that side of the tree. He should have come on this side with the fence. And it's buried about a foot down all the way along, all the way around the whole perimeter. So these guys know there's no point. There, get this window up. There's absolutely no point in trying to dig underneath the fence. Because as soon as they hit that wire, that's it. I notice there's a dead tree here too. One of my son's trees died. I'll have to cut that down. So this is what we got growing on here. We're cleaning this patch up here on the left out. Oh, there's deer tracks here. We're trying to pretty this up. So if it gets nice out right away, we'll get in there and clean it up. And here we are. Back at Chateau Sheepy Hollow. The SSH. The SS Minnow. There we go. Now I got to do some plugging. There. Thanks for coming along. And welcome to all the new subscribers. We're up to 311. That's the all-time high. I do hope you enjoy what I'm doing. Most of the content that Sheepy Hollow has is up here, or me driving back and forth to the city or wherever. I don't mind sharing that with you. You can get to see what New Brunswick looks like. It's a pretty good place. It's a bit expensive. The taxes are high here, but the quality of life is here. So anyway, you can see that all the leaves are off the trees pretty well now. And you can see for quite a distance, which is pretty neat. When you come home at night, you can see one of our street lights. It's either my neighbor's or mine, from way back there. But you can't see any of our houses. And I don't think you can see our house from the top of Crab Mountain either, but maybe I'll go up there this year and I'll get Mom to flick the lights on. Our son has a ghetto, one of these ghetto things there, like a boom box, a disco machine or something. We can stick that out in the window and get the lights flashing to see if we can see it from the dark in the night, so I can get a pretty good bearing on it. Anyway, enough of that. glad you came along. And all the best. Stay safe. Everybody stay safe. We're going to get through this. Can't say when, but we are. Loves yous. Bye. Goodbye, I said.